Motivation of the day. Do any one of y'all have that person in your workplace or in your class or wherever that they just always doing something? They just always finding some way to do something wrong, mess something up, and then you got to go behind them and you got to fix it, or you got to correct them because they work for you. Or do y'all have that person or those people? A few of them. I may or may not have one or two of those people that I work with. That's just always kind of frustrating me because they're doing something incorrect or messing something up. I may or may not have somebody like that. But yesterday I realized something. Specifically with one of those people, they have some legitimate strengths that can contribute to the success of the team. It's human nature to focus on people's shortfalls because it's human nature for us to focus on the negative. You know, a lot of arguments in relationships are like, oh, you only see the bad things that I do. You never say anything about the good things that I do. It's kind of the same thing when it comes to people you work with. If you are only focused on the areas in which they are messing up, instead of finding their strengths and finding good things about them, then you're always going to find something wrong with them. And if there's something that they're doing wrong or incorrectly, and you know how to do it correctly, at some point you didn't know how to do it correctly either, and somebody taught you. So maybe it's time for you to teach that person how to get to the next step or how to correct their actions. And if they can't correct them, then you hold them accountable accordingly. The other part about that is, a lot of times, and I'm even guilty of this, you know, it's also human nature to run your mouth about how somebody's doing something wrong to everybody but the person. We'll complain about how they don't do things right, they mess things up, what's wrong with them, but we'll never just approach them and be like, hey, you're doing this incorrectly, and it's frustrating me quite a bit. Here's some tips on how to do it better. I think this will make you successful, because if not, you're going to fail, and if you fail, I might fail as well. So I'm here to help you out. So look, you're messing up in this area. Let's fix it together. Now, I can't think of a lot of people who enjoy being corrected, but they're going to respect you a lot more if you come to them directly and tell them that there's something they need to fix, as opposed to them hearing that you were talking trash behind their back. If we are bold enough to speak about a person's shortcomings as though we are better than them, then we need to be bold enough to help them through their shortcomings and tell them to their face. That's the true sign of a better person. I know it's too close to Friday for me to be checking y'all like this. Honestly, I'm speaking to myself too, because I've been getting real frustrated lately, and I realize like it doesn't affect me as badly as I'm acting like it does. So I'm going to focus on my people's strengths and focus on being honest with them and transparent and letting them know here's where you need to correct yourself if you want to do and be better. And if they want to do and be better, then they'll correct themselves. Anyway, y'all have a great day.